Hello, hello. How is everyone today? It's Amy from Seriously Sweet and Cookie Snack Attack. I am so super excited that we get to live stream today. Woohoo! I hope you guys are too. Let me just show you something really quickly, you guys. Sue is going to be with us in just a second, and she's doing a special request that you guys asked for, which was this awesome watercolor technique with edible glitter, and you are not going to believe it. It's so gorgeous. All right, and tonight, does that look like a familiar childhood character to any of you? If it does, then you're probably close to my age. I don't know. He's been popular my whole life. But do you see him? He's super cute. The little blue guy is going to make a visit, and you guys are just going to forgive me for doing something that is licensed, and I'm going to call him a blue monster and make him slightly different because I just really need to create my favorite childhood stuffy. Hope you understand. That's what we're going to do tonight. I'm thinking we're going to do it in Royal, but I also played around with it sculpting in fondant. So maybe you'll see him in fondant, or maybe I'll totally flip the table on you guys and do a little girl stuffy and make her all pink for Valentine's Day. I don't know yet. Stay tuned. Tonight I will be releasing my January class that is just Valentine themed. It's going to be a quick, inexpensive class. It's going to be so great because it's only going to be $25. It's going to be next weekend, not this weekend, on Saturday. We're going to do 12 different Valentine hearts. Supplies are minimal. You literally are just going to need 12 hearts, any heart you want to use, some sprinkles, just a couple other little things. So it's going to be a really quick, easy, fun way to hang out and get some fast cookies down that you will love to do for Valentine's Day. And I'm also hoping that tonight I'm going to unveil the advanced class Magical Fairyland cookies. So can we bring our buddy on? Hello, hello, Miss Sue. Are you there? Hi, baby. How are you?
Yay. Technical difficulties.
Sue, you know what? Who cares? I don't care. I have decided I am just
Monday.
Listen, I'm not going to worry about that this year because anytime that we go live, it seems like something crazy happens. But you know what? We always bring the heat. So when we come on, everyone forgives us and we just don't worry about it. And I wanted you to know I'm also streaming this over to Instagram today. So for everybody on Instagram, I can see you. Say hello over there. I'm watching part of this video on a smaller screen. And then I'm watching part of the comments for Instagram because those don't flow through to StreamYard on a separate little screen. And so far my computer's doing okay. Let me let these little furry girls out of my studio. So, Stu, I hope you'll join us tonight. I'm going to do a character that is not for sale, which is the only reason I can get away with doing it. And I might sculpt him because, oh, you found a background. How fun. I might sculpt him tonight, you guys, but I just really need a break. It's already been a rough, can I say it's been a rough tale on the week before? Because I don't really want to count this as the first day of this week, you know, because there's just been too much going on. Yes. So, you know, you get it. You have a similar situation to mine right now. So I give you permission to just let it go. Let it go, let it flow, and let's have some fun today. And let's not worry about anything else, okay? Because probably there's more people than just us out there having stressful familial situations. And, you know, it is what it is, and we're all doing the best we can. And 24/24 is supposed to be about go girl grow. So, or go gents grow. I changed it up so that the guys wouldn't get upset. I added a little for them. I missed you guys so much. I am getting closer, though. I'm getting so much closer, you guys, to being able to stream more during the week. I'm doing my very best to get back to you as much as I was previously. So lots of stuff going on. I can't wait to post the schedule for you guys of what I already have planned for this year. Also, I wanted to tell you, we had some stuff going on over the weekend that I could not control. So I'm about a day and a half behind. So the Valentine video is not finished. So you have until tonight, midnight tonight, to get your cookies in the Valentine album, if you want to be part of the Valentine collaboration video, and it could be older cookies and newer cookies, this was your one freebie for the year that you could do something that was old or new and do whatever color scheme you wanted. And hey, Sue, guess what we're going to do next month? I found a few people that are going to sponsor a collab. Well, it's not next month. I guess it's our Easter one.
Okay.
I don't know when I'm going to put that out, but probably right after Valentine's Day. But I found a few wonderful group members, and I'm looking at contacting just a couple more to put together a little gift box, because our Easter collaboration is actually going to be a contest.
Oh,
Isn't it going to be fun?
that sounds fun.
It's actually going to be, you know how I always say guidelines because I like to encourage you all to participate, and so I'm really flexible. This one is going to have rules. Ooh, Amy can do rules.
Nice.
I'm going to have some rules. It'll be a certain color scheme. It'll be a certain type of cookie. Like, it's going to be a certain thing, but it is going to be a contest, and there's going to be a prize, a nice prize. So I'm super excited about that. So people are noticing. Sharon, yes, you can change your cookie. I think if you go into the Valentine album, you can delete the cookie that's already there and add another one. But just to be safe, send me the one that you want to make the final collaboration, and I will take the other one out. But please put some more cookies in there. This turned out to be a really great collaboration because I think there's like over 40 cookies in the album now because you had the extra time. So I'm going to apologize that I'm late, but I'm sort of not going to apologize because I did say at the beginning of the year that this year is going to be a little bit, at the beginning of the year is going to be a little bumpy in getting things done because there's stuff involved that it's beyond my control. So we're going to roll. That's what we're going to do. Right, Sue?
That's right.
We're just going to keep taking ground and moving forward. So I'm apologizing because I am sorry that I'm late because I don't like to be late, but like I can't apologize because it wasn't my control and within my control, the things I have to do right now. So anyway, please put cookies in there because this is the only one of the whole year that's like so open. You can put whatever you want in there. Yes. And Sue, did you put this cookie in there? Because this would be beautiful on the video background.
So yeah, it was one of those that I wanted to try to do, and I wanted to, let me see if I could switch over. I had to switch computers because the new computer my husband decided to buy me doesn't recognize the camera.
Oh, the one you're on now?
No, I'm on my husband's old computer, what I was using before, and then he bought me a new laptop, and it doesn't recognize my camera.
Oh, well, that's fun. So guess what? Let me tell you something else that's happened. Ooh, what happened?
I have no idea. Let me get the back.
I think you have to take the virtual away. So guys, for right now, it's not that I forgot to text you. It's that I cannot text you right now. That's something else I'm working on, but we're going to have to improve that because I'm going to have to find another method or company to do that with because the texting that I was doing that was affordable has just gone up 4 times the price. And then there's also a per text charge. And the texting list had gotten really large. So it's going to add up. So I'm looking at a way around that. So just give me a couple weeks. I'm hoping to keep it on the same phone number, but I am looking at a way around using what we were using. So I didn't forget to text you, just can't text you right now until I figure out that other hurdle, which is first on the list after some things I have to do for my mom. How's that? Okay. Oh my God, Sue. Let me make you, I want to make you the big screen, if that's possible. Hold on. Hey, Cynthia. Thank you, guys. And thank you, everyone who joined from YouTube and from Instagram today. It's so amazing how many of you are here, and we appreciate your support so much. So I'm going to try this.
What's that? There we go.
And that way you have the big screen. We've got your name down in the bottom. Do we have any milestone goals we're close to, or should they just go to Instagram and follow you?
Just go to Instagram and follow me, or Facebook, either or. Both work, or they could go to both.
Okay, follow her on both, guys. So it's Sugarloos, right?
Yeah, Sugarloos. It's at Sugarloos for Instagram, and I'm not sure because I think Sugarloos was taken on Facebook, so I had to do something weird like Sugarloos 3 or something like that on Facebook.
All right, perfect. Well, we'll put links in on the Cookie Snack Attack group page after the stream is over. We'll put it below the video. And
Okay.
I wanted to personally say huge thank you for creating this, because this was, if I'm not mistaken, this was a request
It
of
was.
something that people had seen the last time you were on. And this was a totally different technique that you had to figure out how to make it work based off a crafting background, right?
Yes, but I mean, I kind of figured how to do it. I just wanted to make sure that I could do it. So I'm going to put all the stuff that I used to do this in front. Let's see, that's for the ornament one. But this is
So
what I
cute.
used. You
Okay.
can use any size cookie, edible glue, which I found at Hobby Lobby, and I think they actually have one that's goodness, that's more like a squirt bottle. So
I love that one that you're using though, because it has the brush in the glue. I love that.
And any color choice as far as gel color. And I couldn't find anything that was glittery that I had on hand. So the best that I found that I could do was a sanding sugar.
Oh, nice. Well, it looks like edible glitter.
So I was trying really hard, and then but yeah, any size cookie. So I just used a small little cookie because I just wanted to make sure that it worked. So I just had 2, and then I did try the ornament one. So I'll show you guys just to show. Needs some work, but it's doable.
It's pretty, but I got to say the choice to go hearts with Valentine's Day on the way is going to be much appreciated by the group. I bet people will work this into their sets.
I bet they will. It's
pretty.
Really fun to do. And it's really not that difficult. So what you want to do is either have a plate, bowl, or something that you can put just a little bit of gel in. So I'm going to smear some gel down here.
Hey, before you go too much further, how's your weather? Are you in one of the weird weather zones today?
We are. We had some really, really strong winds come through last night. It's sunny right now, and there's supposed to be more rain coming this afternoon with more winds. But I think the brunt of it was already like past us. So I think everything that we got last night is now shifted towards the east. So North Carolina and onto Virginia should be seeing what we got last night.
I think you sent it to us because apparently we have wind alerts and we're under flash flood alerts. We've got a severe weather thing that popped up like 5 minutes ago. And I was like, dude, I thought it was only going to rain. And can you imagine, you guys, if this was snow, if it was cold enough that this was snow?
There's another system coming after this one that's supposed to be dumping a lot of snow.
But I hope it's not Sunday, because I'm supposed to see Timbo Sunday. I'm supposed to be taking a class in Norfolk with his one of his sculpting classes.
Ooh.
And so I'm kind of worried that I'm going to get messed up and not be able to go.
Monday. I want to say Monday's going to be the day that it starts to hit.
Please,
Monday for us. So I would think if it's Monday for us here in Tennessee, it's probably going to be Tuesday into Wednesday for you guys.
Right now it's looking clear on Sunday, so I'm keeping my fingers crossed.
Okay. Well, to the cookie, all you're going to do, you're going to find a cookie cutter of some sort or shape. It could be any size, depending on the size of the cookie. You can go big, you can go small. I just went small because I have a smaller cookie, and you're just basically going to dip it into your gel.
That's straight gel, right? You straight gel and you smeared it around in the bowl.
I smeared it around the bowl, and I found that if you don't want to oversaturate it, but you want enough that it's darker on the edges. And I think that's what happened with my ornaments, that I didn't have enough gel on the edges to pull from.
Wow, this is really a nice takeoff of not having a stamp.
Yep.
I love it.
Right. And then you're going to go right onto the cookie and just wherever you want to put that. And then stretch it again. Wow. And create your little pattern or however you want it.
Oh, I love it.
So, and I would clarify to not oversaturate, because what you're going to do, you're pulling from those colors to create your watercolor. So I'm going to set this off to the side.
Hey, do you remember who asked for this?
I don't. I just remember seeing it on, it was during one of my stained glass.
That somebody made the comment. So if you're the one that asked for this, let us know. I in my head, I sort of remember, but there was like 2 or 3 people chatting.
Right. So what you're going to do now that you have your lines, to do the watercolor, you're basically going to dip your brush, and I use straight water. I don't use alcohol for this. Yeah, I find that water is a little bit more temperamental, or not temperamental, but a little bit more forgiving than the alcohol. So I'm wetting my brush, and then I'm going to pull from the color itself and bring it in. Oh, darn schmarn. Into
Wow.
my heart. And I'm
And you're
pulling
just using water, right?
just water, pulling out from that line and pulling in towards the middle of the heart, or whatever, I guess, cookie cutter you decide to use.
Wow, that's cool.
So, and the
So
one thing with the water, once you get your lines down, you want to clean your brush in between. But if you feel like you got too much, you can come in here and pull that color right up to erase. And
love it.
to bring more in.
And you did say it doesn't matter which gel color brand you use, just use what you have, right?
Yes, just use what you have.
Right.
Because I didn't have more gel on this, I'm just going to imagine the rest of my heart on this side and just draw that in.
Oh, so cool. You know what? Maybe I should do the blue guy in watercolor tonight.
Watercoloring is fun because all you're really doing, you're pulling from that color that you put down and bringing it towards the center.
So
And then, and I'm cleaning my brush in between so I don't keep getting more, but you can actually just kind of pull it around.
I love the look. It's beautiful. Barbara says, very pretty design. Everyone is very excited about this. And we have a lot of people in our group that are watching right now that are in a win situation. So everybody stay safe, okay?
Yes, please do stay safe today. All right. So this one, where I have
apparently they didn't even let our kids go to school today.
Our kids went to school today. I do have to go get my son from school because he's got an appointment later this afternoon. But when I'm just pulling from and pulling towards the center.
Now, is there a pro or con about using water versus using Everclear? Is that something you want to talk to them about why you chose water?
Well, with the Everclear, it dries really, really fast, and I've always preferred water over alcohol when it comes to painting on cookies. Just
okay.
I find that if I have a mistake, I can go back in with the water and fix that mistake. Whereas the alcohol doesn't really it's not that forgiving to me.
It doesn't give you the time, and it stains it, right?
It does. And if you wanted to go back with water with alcohol, you can't do it.
Okay, so I wanted to ask you a question. I've been waiting to ask this since you told me what you were doing.
What's that?
So,
all right, so we're just pulling from the rips here.
Right there. Lucy.
I'm going to keep talking. But you're just going to pull away with whatever color. If you find it's too deep in the middle, clean your brush in between and just go back and keep pulling to create the shade that you want in the middle of your heart.
So sorry, Sue.
No, you're fine.
I just keep talking when the deliveries come. And I forgot there's a lot of deliveries this week because of the advanced class box. Okay, so can I ask now my question, or did we move on?
No, I was just describing as far as cleaning your brush and then taking away color before you add more color if you feel like you got too much color in the middle of your heart.
Okay.
And here on the edges where you see it's a little bit more saturated than what I want it to be, you can still pull, and because where you're pulling from here is going to be darker, and then as you pull it in towards the middle,
wow,
it's going to become lighter.
I love it. It's so beautiful. Ira says, cute design. Rochelle is also in an area, had wind, but it's clear in California. Kathy says, love this idea. Definitely we use this along with the stained glass for Valentine's Day. They're both so awesome. So I've painted with water. I've painted with Everclear. I've painted with color solution. I've painted with glycerin.
Mm-hmm.
I've painted with glycerin mixed with Everclear.
I don't think I've ever done that.
I think I did that. But to me, I think they all had a different useful place.
They do. They do.
My first experiment with the straight glycerin painting was in a class I took at CookieCon, and I fell in love with the fact that I could erase my mistakes by adding a little more glycerin. I am saying the right thing, right? Because I don't have the bottle in front of me and I'm pretty tired.
I don't think I've ever painted with glycerin because I mean I know with water you can go back in. Like say if I didn't want to have like this section here, I want it more clear. If I damp my brush enough and then come in here and just wiggle it around and pull up, it erases it.
Gotcha. And Elisa is asking a great question. When you use so much water, do you find it eats away or find the icing that it eats away the icing? I think that's the question.
Yes. Yes. So you want to make sure that your brush is damp and not overly saturated because it will eat your icing.
And that's why you're blotting each time, right?
Yes. So
Okay.
I'm just going to clean because I don't want too much red. I just want to create where it's darker around the edges and lighter in the middle.
And these, Elisa says she used glycerin for a stained glass before too. So I found like they all look differently when they hit the cookie, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you're using them. And I really liked this water technique. I really liked how the watercolor looked done like this because I felt like can you tell on your cookie, like maybe it's just my imagination, but on the cookie it actually looks like true watercolor painting where the colors are like a little deeper in one area, but then the ombre effect happens.
Yeah, and it looks really different. I'm looking at it on screen now, and it looks way different from what it does in front of my eyes.
Because with glycerin, it kind of like it becomes a straight, even ombre, whereas the watercolor looks more like wavy watercolor paper.
Yeah.
And I love it. I love the look of these. They're so beautiful.
So, I mean, I will have to try the glycerin. Actually, I think I have a little bit in my cabinet because I used to put it in my royal icing when I used to make it, and I don't anymore.
Well, do it with straight glycerin, and then also that works good with the sponge brush too. But also then try it 50-50 with some Everclear and see what you think, and just do the same design because they look incredibly different. I love this because this looks like there was a line of cards I used to carry in my retail stores called Blue Mountain. And they were watercolors. They were all watercolored cards, and it was on watercolor card paper. And just the look of it is so fantastic. I love it. This makes me happy.
Well, I'm glad it makes you happy.
I needed a happy
everybody today. Is finding this, that you'll sit down and try it yourself tonight or this evening or this afternoon or a weekend project with all the weather that we're supposed to get in this weekend.
Yes, and please tag us, you guys, for Cookie Snack Attack this year. Anytime you look at that, Sue, that's gorgeous. Anytime you post, please post hashtag Cookie Snack Attack or hashtag Seriously Sweet. And let's start building up our library under that hashtag. I also love that the hearts don't have to be exactly symmetrical.
No, they don't.
I love that about it. And it's beautiful. I love that it has that dark color around the edge. And you do have another question, but it's coming from Instagram.
Okay.
How long does it normally take glycerin to dry on cookies?
That I don't know the answer to that one because I have not worked with glycerin. This, I will say that if you're working with the watercolor, you want to let it dry a little bit longer. Because I did try to go back and draw my lines on this one after I painted where it was still wet and the tweet pens, because this is what I'm using to make those fine lines.
Right.
Didn't want to work very well. So you want to give that a little bit of time to dry before you start going back and try to draw with the tweet pens.
So I found that the time that I used it, I was in Texas. So it was, a drier climate where I was. It dried pretty fast. I mean, it wasn't like a 12-hour process or even an hour process. It was like a couple of minutes.
Yeah. So you just want to make sure it's dry. And I guess depending on the humidity, I mean, we got fairly decent humidity going on today with the rain that we got going on.
Yeah.
If you got a fan, just let it sit in front of the fan for a couple minutes and then go back in. and then do your drawing.
Yeah, I think if you popped it in a dehydrator, you're talking a minute or two on the 90-degree setting with the air blowing across it, and you're done.
So I think the only thing you're really going to be concerned about is if you're going back with the drawing with the pen, is going to be where it's still some of the gel, where it's still sticky.
And this looks like illustration art, like, you know, like Winnie the Pooh would look or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's so beautiful.
Well, thank you. I'm going to grab some of that water. I still see it still wet on the screen.
I should have known that all your kids were at school because it's very quiet at your house right now. So we might have to have you on more on the noontime settings.
Well, Sammy's not here to be my class clown in the background. And they actually had a really, really long break. They were off from the 19th of December, and they just went back to school yesterday.
Wow. Well, that kid's so cute. We can certainly use a little cuteness.
Oh, he's a hot mess. I love him, but he's a hot mess. All right. And then you're just going back in with your Tweets pen or any kind of fine pen. Creating your lines for the dangly hearts, and then outlining.
I love it. Guys, what do you think of this? Give me some comments either on Instagram if you're watching from there, or on Facebook or YouTube, and send up some love. We know we need to make sure we kick in the algorithm, so you guys show a little love today.
Thank you. You know, and then following that, I don't know the original creator. I have to look her up and give her a shout out. But she went a couple times around with her fine tip pen, create some kind of loosey-goosey lines going around.
Is that the lady that did it as a craft? Are you looking for that?
Yeah, as a craft, and she did watercolor, went back with a fine tip pen, and went around to draw lines around the image itself, and then she went back with the glitter to create.
I might have that. Hold on, you tell me if this is the right person in case they want to watch those videos. I feel like you sent me a picture of that. Oh, where did it go? Yeah, does this sound right? Maramis Small Art?
Yes, that one.
Okay. Check it out because she did cards.
She did, and then hers were more cards.
So Karen, yes, it's pouring here. Like, I really thought we were just going to have a drizzle, and we are having massive downpours. Thank God my husband cleared out all of the gutters. So Priscilla, no texting for probably at least the next week, because we are investigating a new carrier because the price on our current carrier went up quadruple. So that's not going to be feasible because we have so many people participating. That price is not going to be feasible for the monthly live stream amount. So earlier, I told everyone that I cannot do the text right now because I have the current account sitting in hold until I figure out if I'm going to port the telephone number to a different carrier or try to work something else out through an app.
All right. Oh. Well, it's dried a little bit more, so I put the lines down before I put the glue and the glitter down, just so I have that down already.
Did you do that in your original one too?
Yes, I did.
We want to see your ring.
I watercolored first, and then after the watercolor dried, and then I went back with my Tweets pen to outline the design that I watercolored. And now I'm going to go back with some edible glue, and this is where you're just going to, I guess, randomly just put some spots down where you want the glitter to go.
May we please see your ring when you're done?
Which one?
The one on your right hand, I believe. Sally OL and Sweet Sally in Florida, I think, wants to see that ring. Is it an opal?
It's an opal. This one?
Is that the one, Sally? Isn't that pretty? She said, I know we're here for the cookie, but I keep wanting to see Sue's ring. We're just keeping it real here.
All right. So once you got your glue down, then you can go back with your sanding sugar or whatever you want to choose for your glitter.
So cool. Do you think bakery bling would stick, or do you think it'd be too heavy?
You know, I bet you it would.
Because it's got the little lightweight confetti pieces in it too.
Yeah, and this is why you want to wait till you're
oh, but Sue, it looks beautiful. It looks really pretty.
Yeah.
Hey, To the Moon and Back Cupcakery watching on Instagram. She says, Such a simple technique, but absolutely beautiful. She loves this.
Oh,
and thank you
good.
to everyone that's joining over there on Instagram. We're glad you're here with us today.
So yeah, just want to make sure that your watercolor is a little bit dry before you put that sanding sugar down.
Wow.
But it should stick to the glue, and then you're just, just like the crafter that created this. And I bet you that because I was really trying to find something that was glittery, like what she was using, the really bling bling glitter.
Yes.
That's the shinier the
Hey,
better.
you know that there's that other thing on Instagram. I think you and I talked about it before. That is it Knick Knack Mary that did the really fun Christmas ornaments this year?
Yes.
So I bet something like that would be beautiful on this too.
It would. So, but
I feel like all we need is a little cute teddy bear holding up that heart.
Maybe. Or something, but you could definitely, you can add more, like if you wanted to. Whoopsies.
I feel like I just need stuffed animals today. That's probably the real problem.
Oh, I love stuffed animals.
Sally says, yes, that ring. She loves it. Cynthia says, very cute. Allison says, so pretty, in all capitals with an exclamation point.
So I'm going to try to put some hearts here.
What a great idea.
See if that works. Because this is like a science experiment that I just wanted to try to do to see if it actually works.
Oh, I love it.
On my table.
Hey, you guys watching over on Instagram, can you type in your first names for me? That is so stinking cute. Look at that, you guys. Those baby hearts done with just edible glue and sanding sugar.
And then you can go back like I did here, because I tried to do it here and just outlined with the Tweets pen.
This totally looks like watercolor artwork, like watercolor paper, how it would look and how a card would look. Wouldn't this be great to do a big one and do a cookie as a Valentine card?
That would be fun.
That'd be so pretty. That's so up your alley. You should do one and then post it.
Right up here turned out.
I just delegated.
Yes, you did. Not
oh Lord.
But
that's gorgeous.
It's very simple. Look how simple that is, and you can absolutely replicate this on any cookie.
That is so cute. Maxine says, a great bang for the effort. Love it and thank you.
Super simple.
Wow.
So you just got to know how to watercolor. So it's just, instead of, and I bet you probably could take, if you didn't want to do the stamp with the gel and a cookie cutter, you could outline with edible marker. If you have different color edible markers, and do the same thing.
And then paint with the gel?
And paint, paint with it.
Okay. I love that. That is such a pretty cookie. Is there any other recommendations you have for Valentine's Day? Hey, Cindy, thanks for joining. Any other designs that you would recommend?
No, I can't think of anything off the top of my head. This is what I was trying to, I wanted to replicate the show that it is doable, that you can do it with a cookie.
Wow.
And that it is completely achievable. And the same technique that I used here and I think what happened here is that I went too light with the color going around. So when I came back in to try to do the watercolor and pull from what I had put down, I made it too light. So, and when you're doing watercolor, especially with what I find with water and what I've learned is that you want to go dark along the edges, and you're pulling from what you put down to get your gradation from dark to light.
That's beautiful. Those ornaments are beautiful too. You know what?
What's that?
Can I assign you something?
Oh,
sometimes I see things and it pops into my mind. Would you work on a seashell done like this with the line art and the glitter for our beach collaboration that's coming this summer?
Yeah.
I think like a conch shell where the inside has that awesome mother of pearl. I think this technique would be gorgeous. You can even come on and do it live if you want to.
Oh, I could. Because I know that the lady that was doing this as a craft, she was actually using like cardboard and like tissue paper roll, like the cardboard from holding toilet paper and stuff, and folding it down to create patterns on her craft paper.
To stamp with, right? Sally's going to try this, and she's very excited to be able to use her Tweets pen.
Oh, and Tweets has got a discount going on right now because she's doing some kind of giveaway this week.
Yes, and you want to hear another surprise?
What's that?
Let me just throw another surprise at you, because there's no grass growing under these feet here in the hills of Virginia. Oh. On Tuesday, January 16th at 7 p.m., Miss Terry will be with us doing Valentine cookies.
Oh, fantastic.
So confirmed, ready to roll, and that will be on Tuesday, January 16th, 7 p.m.
I do love her. She's got some neat stuff.
She's so cool. She's just a cool lady. I love that you did multiple lines around some of those hearts, and I love that it's kind of away from where the glitter is, because it has that completely. It just has a really beautiful illustration look. And you are crazy talented, so I knew that you would be able to figure this out for us. I just knew it.
Oh, well, as soon as I saw it, I think I saw it on, I don't remember if it was Instagram or if it was, maybe, I think it was Instagram that I saw it. And I was just like, I have to do that. I have to replicate it on a cookie.
You are sparking joy. You're sparking joy today. That's all I can tell you.
Oh, thanks. But
do you want to do anything on that big one?
I was just going to do, now I can't remember what I just did with that big old ornament. Oh, here it is.
Bermuda Triangle of your work area?
Yes, my whole house is a Bermuda Triangle, and I have got to start purging. I have my in-laws that want to come visit. I'm just like, oh my.
Oh Lord.
Nothing gets you cleaning like surprise visitors that tell you they're going to come and see you.
Yes.
Like, yeah, gotta do it.
I closed down my storefront recently so that I could work completely from home. So I would be home with my mom. And so the cleaning is not an issue, because I have just hauled load after load after load, consolidating from 3 different cookie studios. My issue right now is that I have 3, 4, and 5 of everything.
Oh.
So we're working on the purge.
That's kind of where I'm at, because I have this small little booth. I don't know if you guys have a peanut tree out your way, but we have a booth. It's like it's a glorified vendor hall.
Okay.
And you have all these different vendors, like a big flea market.
Okay.
And I got a little booth there because I wanted to try my hand at, doing something that was that I could have on hand that would just hopefully, babysit itself, and I can make a little bit of extra money.
Mm-hmm. How's it going?
No, it's not. It's definitely
because
not.
of the time of year. Did you do it after?
I think Christmas? It was the time of year, and just the people not wanting to spend money. So I'm doing the same thing again, where I just dipped it in a picture, and I'm gonna stamp away.
I love it.
I'm gonna try to go all the way around. Oh goodness. So this is like a science experiment. I have not done this. So, and I'm gonna do one where, let's see how well I can do a circle
on the inside. Oh, love it.
Ooh.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
What color are you using? Are you still using red?
I mixed the red with the fuchsia.
Okay.
Let me do a small one here.
So pretty.
All right. Let's see what this gets us. And I and remember how I was using that silver?
Mm-hmm.
For when I was doing the stained glass cookies?
Yes.
I was really trying to use that to utilize that, and and that's what happened with my ornaments on the other one. I thought it turned out really ugly, and I was just like, ew, like that ruined it.
It just didn't blend, huh?
No, it did not.
Wow, that's pretty.
So, and and this is kind of what I think what she was doing with the ornaments.
Mm-hmm.
Is that she was pulling and then coming into the center, and I was just trying to find something that was a fun color, and I just grabbed what other color I had behind me in my little
Well, I love that with your brush stroke direction, you're able to create dimension on that cookie. I think that's beautiful.
And they might come out a little wonky, but you know what? It is what it is.
Oh, that's awesome. That is really fantastic. Can you hear that? Can you hear how hard it's raining? It's like beating against the outside window.
Yeah, we had so much wind and rain last night, and it was like I ended up falling asleep on the couch last night watching a movie. And then the sound of whatever the wind was making the house do last night, and I thought it was my son just making like these really, really weird noises. And it was the creak of my house from all the wind we got last night.
Oh, wow.
And for a good portion of the night after that, I was just like, our house is going to blow away.
Oh my goodness. Well, that is one good thing about our new old house is that we have 18-inch thick brick walls. So that's pretty cool because we don't hear any of that. But boy, when that wind drives the water towards the house, it's pretty loud.
It's something else. So I'm really trying to just kind of pull that around so I can get that more towards the center. And I probably should switch to a bigger brush instead of trying to work with this.
I know someone did have a question. Thank you guys for joining us over on Instagram. We're glad you're here. Does it matter what the curve is on the brush you're using when you're doing something like this? Like, does it need to be one of those ones that's curved, gets taller, and then curves again, or can it be a blunt cut across the top?
Oh, there's a filibert, I think is what it's called.
Is that the curved one?
Yeah, it's got like a curve to it. A filibert works really good. When you're working with bigger spaces, you probably want to get a bigger brush that's got a bigger, oh gosh, what do you call that? Where it covers a lot more space.
Gotcha. Just where it's wider.
Yeah, because it's wider. And this little one, I'm not getting a whole lot of
brush strokes there. You can see it though, like even on my computer screen, which is not that fabulous, you can tell it has a graduated effect to it.
So I'm trying to
pretty.
What time is it?
Oh, and guys, I just wanted to give you a quick reminder. I've had a couple messages today about where to find replays from Christmas and from the Halloween events. The easiest place to find those, they are all available still on Facebook, but the easiest place to find them is under the live tab on our YouTube channel, which is Seriously Sweet on Davis Street. So, and yes, before anyone says anything, I'm also investigating updating that so that I might have too many followers now for them to let me change it, but I'm investigating a change there as well.
For the name?
Yes, because I'm not on Davis Street anymore.
Oh, is that where the Davis Street came from?
Yep, we were on Davis Street, and it was such good alliteration when we opened the store. I was like, oh, I have to do it. At the time, there wasn't anybody else in my town that had anything like that. Since then, there's been like 4 other businesses that have some form of on Davis or Davis Street, or they've all worked it in.
No.
But, that's cool. It's good. But I'm not there anymore. So I'm investigating all the places that had that tied in to see if I can get some changes made.
I don't know if anybody caught that, but I just had a big drop of water because I didn't
big drop out of the brush.
Yep.
It looks so good though. And honestly, it looks to me like since you did that stamping is so vintage looking. I love it. But it looks like you went back and hand drew the lines, like long part of a line, short part, long part, short part. Yep. It looks like the whole thing is hand drawn. It's amazing.
There, you're just pulling, and then if you need to take away, just make sure your brush is clean, and then come in and swoop, take out that color.
Wouldn't this be a great galaxy cookie? Look at this.
Yes.
If you weren't heading specifically towards ornaments, like you could use your sprinkles to create the craters. But wouldn't this be neat for you guys for this summer? So pretty.
All right, so I have a little bit there. I'm gonna try to take it away.
I love when you go mad scientist.
Mad Scientist is fun to do Mad Scientist.
I know. It's one of my favorite segments of Cookie Snack Attack, but I just don't get to do it that much right now. But soon. Soon, soon.
All right, so I'm just going back in here and trying to clean up where I can. And my brush is getting, because this is already saturated, so I'm leaving color behind instead of pulling it up. So I would just let this dry and then just,
Wow.
you know, what she did with the ornaments, because I think she even just did
this is really pretty, Sue.
I think she
and you painted those bow loops? I thought you drew those. Oh my goodness.
On the other one I painted. But I don't remember what she did with the ribbon.
I don't know, but that is some kind of pretty.
And I still got my little ornament that I did from the stained glass. Oh my God, I'm in love with that crimson color that I made.
Oh yeah. And I'm going to guess you haven't had 12 cups of coffee because your hand seems very stable.
No, I haven't. I need another cup actually. I love my coffee.
I'm really in the wintertime. I'm totally into mixing coffee and hot cocoa.
Mocha.
Yeah. I'm not allowed to drink coffee. It does weird things to me.
See, and this is where I'm not sure what she did. If she went back and then she if she went and did lines coming down for the.
That picture that I just read you the name from, I think she had lines coming down and then a.
And this, and I know she went back with some kind of like white.
Oh. She has the bow like you have it, and then her bows kind of went off to the right and the left above the ornament, and then she had the line up to the top of the card with that
like this.
Yeah. So pretty.
So yeah, you could do this totally for like a Christmas cookie if you wanted to, because we're still kind of like in that era. But I would let this dry completely all the way. If you had white gel, I would imagine if you wanted to do like the fun, like what she did, because that's where I wanted to do was take that silver and do the lines across the ornament itself, and it turned out really splotchy and really ugly.
Oh.
And I didn't like it, but I did go back with the sanding sugar, and it helped a little bit. And then I did the colored sanding sugar to go over because it just turned more gray. It didn't come out shiny at all. And I was trying to aim for shiny.
Okay.
So, but that's something you could do if you wanted to just a wet a line and go back and put your sanding sugar on to create your glittery lines on the cookie itself, or take white gel and paint the lines on if you wanted to put white lines onto your cookie.
Okay, that is gorgeous.
But I would definitely let that dry the rest of the way before putting anything else on, because it's still tacky, very tacky.
Wow, that is beautiful. That is beautiful.
And it was very frustrating to me yesterday when I was trying to do the ornaments, and everywhere that I tried to draw that was still tacky, my pen decided it didn't want to work.
It wasn't cooperating.
Nope.
Love it.
Yeah, and I don't have the most steady of the hands, because that looks kind of crooked. Well, my cookie's really not all that great either. So, but
I think it looks perfect.
Well,
it completely fits the look of the ornaments with that stamping, and I love that once again you use something that we already own, because we all own heart and circle cutters, and you used it for a stamping technique, and then you also did watercolor and line art. Love it.
Oh, speaking of, I guess if you wanted to do Valentine-y kind of stuff, you could do X's and O's going across.
Oh, love it. That's so cute.
If you want to do X, O's, and hearts, then that would be something you could do all over a cookie and do watercolor that way.
Oh, Shirley says gorgeous. Cynthia Hamilton says she will have to try this. Oh, Rochelle, great idea. Rochelle says she thinks balloons would be awesome, and you can have the teddy bear holding them. Yeah. We could do a teddy bear royal icing transfer, which we could create in Canva.
Yes, we could.
I am
utilizing absolutely adorable.
I am utilizing so many things that were taught in Halloween and Christmas and moving them on to Valentine's and Easter.
Oh, and Easter egg would be fun to do like this too.
Uh-huh.
But even if you see in there, I just went into the gel. If you did the teddy bear watercolor with this,
oh yeah,
it would be so stinking cute.
Kathy says she loves it. A Facebook user says, great technique. Thanks for sharing. Rochelle said she was thinking that too. And Nicole says she loves the teddy bear balloon idea. So cute, you guys. Don't forget to hashtag Cookie Snack Attack on any of your Facebook or Instagram posts. That way we can start building our group portfolio when people click on that hashtag. And if you post it, then your name will show. If I go back and post it, it's just going to show my name or the group name. So you guys have to do that every time you post anything related to Cookie Snack Attack, okay? So people can start seeing all of your beautiful artwork.
Yeah, if you please tag me. If you guys replicate this, I would love to see your artwork and tag me in it and just say that you saw it here on Seriously Sweet.
That is so cool, Sue. Can they tag Sugarloos? Can they do just Sugarloos as one word?
Yeah, you can do that.
I'm encouraging. Oh, wait. Allison says something here. Hold on. Let me see what this is. Now I see I need to make cutters with thinner walls to be used as stamps. Allison, I hadn't thought of that yet, so I'm glad it was your idea. And Rochelle says, so lovely. Oh, you're right. Lovely.
Thank you.
To the heart. It's perfect.
Yeah, well, I wanted to do the ornaments because I think that's what the original post was for, was that she did the ornaments on the paper.
You know what? If you have any trouble downloading this video, because I might be the only one that's able to do it, let me know and I'll try to email you some of it, because you really should go back and do one of those side-by-side posts. Do you know what I mean? Where people give you permission to reuse their video on Instagram and you can do a side-by-side of how you create something next to what they created.
Yeah.
That would be a fun video. I bet it would go viral.
Ooh,
I just think it's so great how many of us have craft or card backgrounds or painting backgrounds, and how we've pulled that into cookies, like how we make all those little things work. Oh, that looks cool. I like what you're doing there.
Stippling.
Yeah, it looks very pretty. Looks very, very pretty.
All right. Well, what time is it? I might have to cut this short because I do have to go get my kid.
No, that's okay, because we have 2 minutes left. I have to be off by 1:15. So pop that camera around so we can say an official thank you.
All right, let me see if I can figure this out.
Well, don't hang up. That's the
no. Let's see. Hold on. Stop cam? No, I don't want to stop cam. I want to go to settings. Here we go. There we go.
Hey, so great. Everyone is saying thank you. So pretty. Thank you.
So yes, so please do. If you guys go replicate it, do this one for Valentine's Day, X's and O's or hearts.
Yes. That's such a great idea.
Balloons. You can flip it upside down. It is balloons.
Oh, that's cool. That's so cool. I think it would be really pretty with Easter eggs too, don't you?
It would with the, you can do what is that? Peter Rabbit?
Yes. For Easter. Yes.
That would be cute.
So cool. They loved this. Thank you so much. Huge thank you from me, because I have been really trying to make sure that Tuesdays I've tried to line up one tutorial from me and one from someone else each Tuesday, so that you guys get some exposure as teachers and instructors. And you guys just keep bringing the heat. I appreciate it so much.
Well, if anybody comes up with some kind of another idea,
a challenge.
Yes, a challenge. Send it my way. I will gladly try to replicate it.
That's so fun.
I love. All
right. Well, definitely I want you to work on
the seashell.
Yes, for the beach collaboration. But you know what? It doesn't have to be a seashell shaped cookie. You could actually do a seashell on a beach so that you could do more painting.
Oh yeah.
If you wanted to do like a whole beach scene, I just think that glitter would be so cool.
I'm gonna hold on. I'm gonna change this over real quick.
Ira wants to know if you
Added the
would try
glitter.
oil. Oh my gosh. Did you just do that off to the side?
I did that off to the
Oh
side.
my gosh.
So you get that the glitter effect.
Look at that. Let me see if I can make it this way so you guys can see her better. Oh, look at that. And you flipped your camera again just that fast. You're getting so good at that.
Well, I got to talk. My husband said he bought me that computer to make my life easier, and it definitely did not make my life easier.
Well, it's okay. It's only January. If you're not up and rolling by March, we'll have to talk about it. But you know what? Who cares in January? In January, I think we're all doing good to go back to work after Christmas and New Year's.
But I think it came out kind of like what,
It's gorgeous. It looks very much. I'm looking at the picture of what she did. It looks very much like what she did.
It's just different kind of glitter.
Oh, I love it. I love it. It's beautiful.
So if anybody knows where I could find that kind of glitter.
Ira said she bought a set of oil paints from Karen Portalio. Is that how you say her name? And she hasn't had the courage to use them. So break them out.
Use them.
You're not going to know unless you try them, you guys.
That's
all right,
true.
Sue. I hope you'll come back tonight and see whatever fun thing we do with the blue monster. Oh, Mary Jean is here.
Yes.
Hey, Mary Jean.
Yes,
if you get time, watch it tonight. All of you guys, though, because I'm getting questions about where you can rewatch these tutorials. The easiest place to find them is on our YouTube channel, which is Seriously Sweet on Davis Street, I believe is what it says. It's ST for street. But just type in Seriously Sweet and you'll see us, so you'll know it's us. And go to the live tab, because all of these tutorials are live. And so, or they were run while we were live, right? Like I played a pre-recorded video, but the broadcast itself was live. So go to the live tab. I always code your videos. The first 4 digits are the year, and then the next 2 are the month, and the next 2 are the date. So if you're looking for something in October of last year, you're going to look for 2023 10, and then whatever the date was, and the instructor's name is there. And there's also a really cool thumbnail post on all of those. So you should be able to find the announcement for what they were going to do in the video as well. Okay.
Okay. So thank you for having me.
Thank you. You guys all have a great day. Thank you for joining us for the live stream. I'm Amy with Seriously Sweet and Cookie Snack Attack. Huge thank you to Sue Backman of Sugarloos. We appreciate you so much. We hope you're going to come back for Easter. And definitely we want you guys to get all of your cookies into the Valentine album for the Valentine collaboration. So because I'm running a little bit behind, you got a little extra time. Look, see, just kept getting better and better. So amazingly beautiful.
Thank you.
You guys are very welcome. We're very, very welcome. Everyone just loved having you. They were really excited when I was telling them, as I was messaging people, I was like, Sue's coming. We just don't have a picture of the cookie yet, but we're almost there. Oh, Chris would like to know, just before we hang up.
Yeah.
Chris would like to know that particular glitter. You asked where to get that glitter. She said she uses a coffee filter when she does glitter. All the excess goes into a container and creates this glitter.
Oh, okay. Well, I was because this is actually just glitter that I had on hand.
Yeah.
But I was trying to find something that looked shiny, like what she had used in the crafting, and I'm not 100% sure if there's something out there in the cookie world that's that shiny.
I think if you made your own sprinkles using gelatin and then sealed them, I think that would work, because I think that's sort of what's in the bakery bling. But I think if bakery bling would stick, if it's not too heavy, because some of the sugar in that's real big, but if bakery bling would stick, I think that would really rock it.
That would.
But honestly, your sanding sugar looked great, because your sanding sugar looked like it was put on there and then it had a splash. You know what I mean? Like it was perfect like that. All right, you guys, we're going to see you tonight, 7 Eastern. Sue, thank you.